Hello, my name is Father Demetri. Today I was thinking about Psalm 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? I know that oftentimes, especially nowadays, we've been talking about it for the last few months. It's pretty scary out there. There's a lot of places that are very fearful to even walk down the street. And there's a lot of talk about upheavals and riots and violence and the coronavirus and abortions, all the things that are going on in the media, all the things that are going on in our world. And the world can seem like a pretty scary place, especially when we look at our children and we wonder what it's going to be like in the future. But I know as I read the Psalms of David, I look at King David, Saint David, as a hero. He's somebody that faced so much adversity, and yet he was a man that was loved by God. He was a man after his own heart, God's own heart. And I don't know how many times that David faced adversity. There was many enemies that came after him. There was many things that befell him all throughout his life. But he constantly looked to the Lord. He constantly looked to God for his source of hope. This first verse of Psalm 27, I look to the Lord as my light and my salvation as well. And I look to him as my refuge and my strong tower. Really, when I trust in the Lord, when I put my whole trust in God with my heart, then I can look to him and not be afraid of all the things that are happening, not be anxious and not be fearful. I can be mindful. I can see the things that are happening. I can witness the things that are happening, but I can trust that my God's going to be with me, that my Lord is going to be by my side. I know there's a lot of people out there that are doubting, and they just don't want to believe anymore. And they think, again, as St. Paul said, that the cross is foolishness. But for us, the cross is something that's so wonderful. It's so peaceful when we have the cross, when we look to the cross, when we have the strength of the cross. Because Jesus, He is my light and He is my salvation, and because of Him, I should not ever fear. There's so much out there that's going on in our lives that we just need to trust that God's going to carry us through it. I know anywhere that I go that the Lord is going to help me to be the man that I need to be, especially now that I seek Him, and I'm seeking Him more and more every day. I want to pray more. I want to spend more time with Him. And those of us who are Christians, those of us who call on the name of the Lord, we can be like King David, and we can look to him as our light and salvation. We can look to him as the rock and our refuge. It takes a lot of trust to trust in the Lord. It takes a lot of trust to have faith in him. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing nowadays, is that they're missing that trust. They're missing that hope. They're missing that peace that we so long for in this world. But Jesus, He warned us, even when He was on the earth, that there would become a time where we would be persecuted, and people would come after us just for believing in Him. And He warns us that if they hated Him, that we would be hated as well. And lo and behold, that time has come. But I'm not afraid of the time coming now, because it's been like that ever since Christ was walking the earth. And just as King David slew Goliath, any giant that comes in front of us, we're going to have that grace that we're going to need, that we're going to be able to knock down those giants in our lives. We just have to have that faith of the mustard seed, that we can trust that we're going to be able to move whatever mountain is put in our way. We're going to be able to be victorious in whatever things this world throws at us. We just got to have enough trust to look at the Lord as our light and our salvation. We got to trust that the Lord is going to be the strength of our life, and that we just got to continue praying. We got to continue looking towards Him for the grace that we need, the mercy that we need, and the love that we need. We need to really think in our minds what we need to do is completely rewrite what we've always thought. All the things that the world has taught us, we just need to start understanding that everything that we do in this world, that He's going to give us the grace. So that was my 5 minutes. I hope that you're going to be blessed today. Hope that you're strengthened. May the Lord bless you and protect you and give you the hope that you need. Thank you so much, and be blessed.